What's good, everybody? We back. It's your boy Jay.
It's your girl Kiya.
Welcome to Kiya and J Studios, and today we have a good video for you talking about, once again, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We just got past what week, the third episode, third episode, and I'm telling you this right now, exactly what I said in the first video on the Falcon and Winter Soldier, where I said that I would forget to watch it. Both of us forgot to watch it.
We kind of stalled watching the second episode, the third episode.
By the time we watched it, the next episode was coming out.
Yeah, it's about to come out. Yeah.
I mean, it's so exactly what it was. Like I said, it was good. The show is good. Yeah. It's fun to watch. Like, it's not like I cringe watching Flash. I cringe watching Supergirl, but it's not like that watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's a great watch. It's really good to watch. It's just that the emotions that are the emotions that are in the show, they don't really tie themselves to you, and the action scenes are there and they're exciting to watch, but then again, it's sort of like, okay, I'm gonna forget this later.
Yeah, it's exactly one of those type of shows. Like, it's nothing wrong with the show itself. Like, once you watch it, it's kind of, oh, so this is good. But then it's like, once it's over, it's just kind of like there's nothing there to really like have you feeling like, oh, when is the next episode? Like, I can't wait to see the next episode. I think that's what it is. There's no anticipation, not really that many, I guess, cliffhangers
and
that really get you to like want to come back and like, you know, you're gonna come back. You know, it's like a good thing, like a good show to watch. But it's just like nothing actually, like, as soon as it, like, you know, the episode's coming out Friday, it's not like one of those things where I have to watch it to make sure
it's out.
Yeah, it's kind of like, for me, I just kind of stall with it personally. I did want to say welcome to the new people who are new here. Welcome to our channel. We have a couple more videos that we have coming out as well. I know it took us a minute because I was sick, so that's just why we hadn't been, you know, making videos. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about too. I need to hurry to get better so we can record these videos. So finally got this one out. We're gonna be watching.
It wasn't COVID, by the way.
It wasn't. No, it was like a stomach thing.
And I always take it back to WandaVision because it set a really high standard.
It did.
There weren't a lot of action scenes and fighting scenes in it, but the ones that were there, you remember them. Like, I remember the first and second fight between Monica Rambeau and and Wanda. Right. I remember the conflict between her and Vision. And I remember the final battle at the end, almost every aspect of it. Right. Like, they're memorable. But I had to struggle to sort of bring together the thought of the first battle that Falcon had. I'm still trying to remember all the aspects. You understand what I'm saying? So even though it's really good to watch. Yeah, I'm not emotionally tied or invested in it like I was with WandaVision, where it's like I need to know what happens next.
Yeah, because there's so many I guess they're like, for us,
there's a lot of plots as well.
It was kind of fun to try to kind of figure things out, figure out what was going on. As for that show, like the Falcon and Winter Soldier is more so like your typical like hero show, I guess what you would say. Like, you got that villain and you're trying to figure out who it is, like where it comes from, all that kind of stuff. But with WandaVision, is more mystery behind it. You have more things to like, more clues to kind of figure out. And
it wasn't too much at one time either. Yeah, you know, like WandaVision, it dealt with one thing at a time. It wasn't really like a bunch of things tied up at the same time. I feel like there's too many things going on right now for you to focus on one particular thing. With Falcon and Winter Soldier, you have their own personal battles, as far as, you know, the Falcon being blipped. He was gone, so he comes back. What about that conflict and the issues that's happening with his family? We see that, but I feel like there's more depth to that, and we still don't even really understand who the Falcon is or why he is the way he is.
Just kind of like jump right into action. So we're just getting more so the action, more so like what's going on that side. We haven't really gone back to see what exactly is going on in his personal life.
Who is he growing up? Like, who is he as a person? Like, we understand who Wanda is now because they gave us a little bit more of that depth. And they're sort of trying to expound on who Winter Soldier is, but even still, that's a whole nother aspect of things, like Isaiah, the first Negro Winter Soldier. The first Negro super soldier, that he was on screen for like 3 minutes and was out. Like there's a bunch of moving parts to his backstory that are sort of being glossed over, where it's not Easter eggs. It's just sort of annoying. Yeah. That is not stopping to. You understand what I'm saying? So information on it, and it's hard to become emotionally invested in a character when you're not giving us a chance to relate to that character. And so you have all of the things between Winter Soldier not only being mind his mind being wiped and all this stuff that he did while he was doing that. But you also have the other secrets that he has, and then you have the Falcon and the situation between him being blipped and losing Captain America, both of them dealing with the loss of Captain America, a new Captain America. Now you're dealing with a whole nother enemy on top of that. I feel like what they probably should have done is address the issue with the Captain America first, with the new Captain America, and addressing the old Captain America and dealing with their prior issues first, and then closer to the end of the season, maybe bring out that enemy, which is the conflict that they have later on. Sort of like what WandaVision did with Agatha. Agatha wasn't. She was there the whole time, but she wasn't a threat until the last 3 episodes, where we already understood Wanda, we already understood Vision, we already understood their dynamic as a couple. And now we were emotionally invested. And now you bring in a villain that threatens what it is that she's trying to do. And now we're actually emotionally invested.
Yeah, because like even with the villain in Falcon and Winter Soldier, you're not really getting.
We don't understand that.
They're not really like a threat. Like of course, like what they're doing is like, you know, they shouldn't be doing that. Of course, it's a threat. But it's just kind of like it's not like in your face. Like you need to take action on this right now. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's kind of like. I don't know. It just didn't see like it just kind of like, you know, it doesn't really match up. Like,
there were really better ways to debut that movement. For example, there could have been issues of small terrorist attacks in certain places where this thing is solely a slow uprising in a way where it's like, okay, we want things to go back to the way that it was. So you're seeing these small little issues in places rather than making it this thing that just blows up into this big thing out of nowhere and is spreading like wildfire. This should have been something that maybe was progressing over time, and then we see it later in the season actually become a full-blown season where they actually have to deal with it. Because personally, I don't think when I look at the leader of that resistance, of that movement, she doesn't strike me as somebody that I'm supposed to fear, or as a villain that I should feel is extremely important. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't feel that she deserves that kind of enemy deserves a full season of battle, if that makes sense. I feel like it's sort of like an Ozai situation. With Avatar: The Last Airbender. Ozai, he didn't really need a full season of battles. He only needed one.
But we understood why. With this, we're still trying to figure out like why exactly.
What's the point?
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out like what's going on in the season. It's not necessarily that it's a bad plot. It's more so because it's taking so long and it's kind of hard to see what direction.
It's slow. It's very slow.
Yeah, it basically is just because it's slow.
If you're gonna put the enemy right out front, if you're gonna make the show slow, if you're gonna slow it down, then what we should see in the slow aspect is you building those characters. That should be what's slow, and then everything speeds up once the enemy comes in. But to start off the show with the fight scene where we think, ooh, this thing about to be hot and heavy, and then slow it down. It's like, well, what the heck? You just you busted out the gate with the action scene, and now we moving 3 miles per hour. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't vibe with people.
Yeah. So even when it comes to the 3rd episode, some people are saying, like, I'll read off this quote. It says, their investigation was filled with some pretty excellent surprises that helped to cover the fact that the rest of the episode was rather dull. So I mean, I have to kind of agree with that. I mean, the fact that they kind of use the word dull, I feel like that kind of explains it pretty well. Like, even though you got a lot of good action, you got a lot of good, you know, they brought us another character, which was Zemo. Yeah. Zemo. So you kind of got him from the, you know, other Avengers movie. You brought him in there. So you kind of got him in there. So you got some really good action. Got kind of like, I guess, like pretty good plot.
And even into the even introducing him into the show, it was pretty dull. The way that he was introduced, it was forgettable.
I'm trying to figure out how it all fits. And I think one thing that somebody said, it's just another word that I like is repetitive, and I feel like the episodes have been pretty repetitive, like pretty much getting kind of the same thing every episode. It's just that they brought in another person. That's pretty much it. So I mean, I'm just really trying to figure out what's going on, especially with the whole new Captain America thing. That right there, I mean, he's just kind of annoying. He's just kind of like that.
He's just a thorn in your side throughout the show. And everybody needs one. Every show needs one.
Right. And it kind of adds to, like, you know, what's going on between you got the Winter Soldier, and then also what's going on with Falcon, like what's going on between them. There are differences. You got Winter Soldier being upset with Falcon because he gave up the shield and all that. So you got that conflict, and now you have another person with the shield. So now you have like that right there in the middle, that person right there in the middle that's kind of contributing to that, you know, that drama.
And it's you know, I'm okay with that. It's just, you know, it's not that I don't like him as an actor. I just don't like him for that character. I think they could have casted that part better.
Right.
I think that they should have chose somebody who's a Steve Rogers wannabe. I think that's more fitting for that part as opposed to an all-American soldier type guy. Who's like, yeah, I've been on this mission, I've been on that mission. I know, because it's like, I'm looking at it, it's like, why were you chosen to be Captain America again?
That's true.
Because you're not patriotic.
Yeah, they kind of showed like why they chose him. It was kind of more so, I feel like, more so because of what he had did.
His accomplishments in the military.
Yeah, and I feel like,
but it's sort of that leaves that Captain America. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like that's like. I feel like it would have been a little bit more deeper of a meaning if they had gotten like somebody who's trying to be Steve. I'm not trying to be Steve Rogers. I'm like, why not? I mean, that's when you're talking about Captain America. If you had somebody who was playing more so of the role of a Captain America wannabe or a Steve Rogers wannabe, where I have all of these accomplishments, but I want to be him. I want to be this guy. Where not only does it create a little bit more of a conflict, but it also causes the fan base to be a little bit more annoyed with him, and it feeds into the story more. Where it's like you're trying to be him, and that's not cool. Like
even that, but I think it would be even better. Like what I'm trying to see is, I think maybe the direction they might be going is getting somebody that you don't want to be like the face of Captain America, where maybe he's gonna end up being like one of those type people where he's because I feel like for me he gives off like that kind of vibe where he'll kind of start doing things like his own way, maybe like in a dirty-ish kind of way. He'll be like kind of like a dirty Captain America. So I feel like in that way, I feel like that would kind of be like what kind of a Captain America he's gonna become. Maybe one of those like he's kind of like, why are you like this takes you? You're not this is not. It's not working.
I think that you could go so many cool directions though with like a fanboy type Captain America.
Yeah.
Now he could become like, you know, a fanboy was like, yeah, the Avengers and this and that, and then they just sort of take the shield from him and he gets ticked off, and then 2 seasons later you have him as a villain.
I mean, I don't know if
or like an anti-Captain America.
That would be good too.
Like, so I did think that with that kind of route you have a lot more of an open playing field.
You know, yeah, we got a lot more stuff coming out.
Y'all get talking in the comment section. Give us some suggestions on stuff that we should review, things that we should watch.
We have
collectibles, things that we should collect.
Anyways, so we'll be doing the Godzilla vs. Kong. That's coming up very soon. We got a lot of other stuff too, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe down below. All of our
How would y'all feel if we got a display case?
A display case?
Vote. A display, like, you know, we got a bunch of collectibles and different things.
Oh, I was already gonna do that.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all vote on it.
Yeah, let us know.
What should be in the display case?
Yep. Because I think we're supposed to be moving at some point, so when we do that, we're gonna definitely do something like that. Do like a cool background or something like that. Yeah. So definitely stay tuned to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out our socials down below in the description, and we'll see you guys next time.